Hello all, this is Halloween, and if you love Halloween and you love costumes as much as I do, stop putzing around and get to it. We don't have very long and Halloween will be here. But I'm going to show you how to make some great costumes without breaking the bank. Maybe even using some stuff you might already have at home. I call today's costume I Got Rhythm. I did this costume in 2018. I got inspired by a dress that I had with musical notes all over it. I had to kind of use what I had. I didn't have a whole lot of money, so I had this dress with the musical notes and I went ahead and had this idea to be music. I wasn't expecting it to get the reaction that it did out of everybody. Everybody said, "Oh my God, that's great. You can win costume contests with that." All kinds of things. And I was like, well, wow. I just kind of came up with it last minute. So I'm going to share it with you today. Let's get started. Here's all we're going to need for the I Got Rhythm costume. I bought this dress. I had to buy it because I didn't still have the one I had before. I gave it to somebody and then I asked to borrow it back for this costume, and the dress seems to have made its way into the abyss. So I purchased this one online for 35 bucks. There's all kinds of different ones you can choose from. There's even men's suits. So you could even go as a pair, which is awesome. I'm going to pair it with these white fishnet tinsel pantyhose. They've got silver tinsel in them. I've got some silver gloves there. I have a little pendant. Any pendants or jewelry that you have that has musical notes on it would go with this. A lot of people do. You can wear that with this just to add a little bit more music. I'm going to wear my spats with this one because I thought it would look cute. For a wig, I have this white tinsel wig, and it's going to look awesome with the tights and the silver gloves, and everything will pull together. I've got a nice little black sequined beanie that I'm going to wear, and a black sequined little jacket I'm going to wear too because I thought it would look cute. Everything's gonna pull together because of all the matching stuff, and it's gonna look really cool. I have some sheet music here. I have done this costume before, and the last time I did it, I cut up some sheet music. I have a whole bunch of it, and I wrapped it around a pencil, and I cut a hole with a hole punch in each strand, wrapped it around a pencil, and then I pinned it in my hair with a bobby pin. It just adds a little more music into the mix. So that's every piece we need for our costume. I had everything. I only paid $35 for the dress. That was it. And we're gonna do the makeup right now. Before we get started today, I have a very important announcement to make. Pumpkin coffee is here. So go out and get you some. It's like 2 in the afternoon, but I have a ghost tour tonight. And I can't get enough of this stuff. It's so delicious, and I need a little boost of caffeine for this evening. I already took a pretty decent nap. I just do that when I wake up way too early because some nights are pretty restless. So I'm just gonna put on some foundation. This is real easy, and then I'll tell you guys. I don't do the whole sponge thing or the brush. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I've seen people using brushes or sponges. I'm not into that mess. Look, I do it old school style. I just smear the stuff on, okay? It looks fine. I do a good job. And with my fingers, I can get into all the little nooks and crannies. My hand gets a little messy, but I'm all right with that. I just wash it, soap and water. I've got my Ben Nye Aqua in Cloud White. Again, if you need to order these, get on it right now. It's taken 2 to 3 weeks to get shipments in from eBay and stuff, and ordering from the site is like the labyrinth. It's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard on there. Just in case some black licorice, I will put in the description what I actually end up using. Today I was at CVS and I found this awesome thing. What? A big old fat eye pencil? Yes please. And it came with its own eye pencil sharpener, which I already needed anyway, so I was like, that's an extra score. And we had racked up $10 in rewards. So I paid only $14 for this awesome thing. And I also needed a new mascara, because I use mine for like 5 years at a time. Seriously, by the time I'm done with it, that brush is so dry. And I think it's still going on, but you know, it probably isn't. It probably hasn't been for a couple years. Went ahead and got a new one. This is the one my mom used to use. It's voluminous L'Oreal Paris black, carbon black. So I have some sheet music here. Sheet music. Reason why I have this, well, one, I'm going to be using it in my costume, and another reason is because I can copy the notes that are on here on my face. If you're a big music fan, people love this. I've seen online where they have all kinds of music dresses, but they also have suits, like for men, with tie and everything, that are musical notes. I've seen shoes with musical notes on them. All kinds of accessories with musical notes. So it just depends on how far you want to take it and what you want to do. There's ones that have multicolored musical notes. Like I'm just doing the black and white. But I've seen like a multicolor musical note, and they have the dress and they have the matching men's suit, which is awesome. Y'all would just do your makeup kind of like how I'm doing it, with the notes on your face and like sheet music on your face, and then you would do the, it looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. I came up with that one on the fly. So I've opened my new pencil here. Very first thing I'm gonna do, outline where I'm going to put my eye area. Hopefully this works as well as it looks. Oh yeah, I hit the jackpot. Okay, I also have a picture of the last time I was this to kind of see where my placement was, and I'll stick a picture up for you guys as well. But it looked super cute. I did my neck as a piano, and it was kind of cool. I think that day I even wanted to wear it and go out after work. Don't sweat if it looks kind of like a sketch at first, because you can always go over your lines and stuff. So we're just trying to get it on there. We just need to see where we need to put our cloud white. I want my lines to be kind of thick because I want them to be nice and straight. And I can't do a straight line. Alright, so it's gonna look kind of like that, going all the way across. You can do it straight across if you want to. You can do it going all the way across, you know, down like that. However you want to do it is, you know, how to do it. You could do it like an S going across your face, you know, anything you want to do. This is how I did it the first time. I'm gonna do it like this again. It's tried and true, let's just put it that way. So with the bottom line, it's gonna kind of follow what you had going on. I gotta have some more coffee. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And my Ben Nye and Clown White. And I'm gonna fill in what I just drew with the white. Again, if you're going out and you want your makeup to look great all night, Ben Nye Final Seal. I cannot express that enough. You will be glad you did it. Especially body paint, stuff like that can come out, you know, just because, you know, your legs and your arms touch pretty much everything. So be sure to get some of that, even if it's the small bottle. You only need the small bottle. The small bottle will last you a couple years if you only have, like, going to one party. If you do more than one a year, I'd probably get the larger bottle. I've been doing costumes since I was just a kid. Now, when I was little, my dad would always make my costumes. It's like, what do you want to be this year? He didn't know the monster he was creating at that time. But he usually made all my costumes. One year he made me a skeleton, one year I was a hula girl, I'd been a witch, just all kinds of different costumes that he'd usually create for me. Anyway, I've been doing costumes my whole life. I'm 40, I'll be 41 in October. It was the early 2000s when I realized I can make money doing this, going to costume contests. At that time, they weren't giving like huge prizes. In the early 2000s, it was like, you know, a mixed bag of different things, gift certificates and stuff like that. Probably around 2015, because my husband and I got together, and right when I started dating him, my life started changing. I went and got a license to sell insurance. Before that, I was just a line cook in restaurants and stuff. I had gone to culinary school. Cooks don't make a lot of money. Not cooks, chefs, you know, and the hours are grueling, and He kind of talked me into putting my resume on Career Builder. Everything changed. I didn't need the contests as much anymore, you know, to make money, so we didn't really go. But I didn't give up on Halloween. In 2017, I was selling insurance, and I hated it. I really hated it. I decided that year, I'm gonna dress up every day in the month of October in a different costume. I'm just gonna do it to put a smile on everyone's face. And that year I did. I only took photos, the chest up. I had to be at work at a certain time every morning, so I didn't have a lot of time to do makeup. But it put a smile on everyone's face, and so I thought, oh, this is great. I'm gonna start dressing up every day during Halloween. Now I'm gonna start making my sheet music face. Anyway, the first year I did it, it was just, I would take picture every day of my costume, and it was just kind of stuff I was finding around the house. I did not have a lot of money to work with. I'd borrow some things from my mom, you know, just different stuff like that. I'm gonna do my eyebrows first. Next year, I was like, okay, every year I'm gonna do something a little bit more. And so the next year, I did full body photographs. And then I was like, well, what can I do next year just to make it better? And so the following year, after that, I would get in costume, and my husband would take me out. Mind you, I'm working a full-time job and doing all this at the same time. So it was kind of crazy. My husband would take me out to take pictures at like a mural or something in St. Pete that kind of matched with my outfit. And I was like, this was like 2019. So I did it 17, 18, and 19. In 17, it was just basically a headshot. In 18, it was the full body. And then in 19, I'm going out and putting a background basically behind me because I didn't know about PixArt and all that. I wasn't even doing YouTube. So I said, next year I'm gonna do something a little more. Next year, I'm gonna start putting these on YouTube. Well, the next year was 2020. And some things happened in my life, came up that I didn't expect. My mom was sick. Like I said in my last video, I wasn't even gonna do Halloween at all. Just didn't feel like it. Didn't care. I wasn't gonna decorate my house or nothing. I didn't care about anything. Like, I was just done. Last minute, I decided to do it. And I did it. And it was very last minute, very crude. Not very good costumes. You know, I mean, they were done, but they weren't done great. And then after my mom passed away, I got a little of inheritance and was able to finally do the YouTube channel. And I also, I had a friend of mine from networking from when I was selling insurance that was like, you need to do a YouTube video, and she does YouTube and all this. It's like, I don't know how to do that stuff, you know? But it was like, all of a sudden, you know, I worked for another insurance company a year after my mom passed away. And after that, I said, well, there's no better time to do it than now. And I just started uploading in October of 2021. And here I am now. That was way too long of a story. I'm probably going to cut some of it out. There's a lot of emotion in that, you know? So much happened. My life changed so much. I just did some eyebrows. Now I'm gonna do lines across. Going across, we're making sheet music right across our eyes. If y'all don't have one of these big pencils, I recommend getting one. It's L'Oreal Voluminous. I don't know why I can't say that word today. Voluminous Big Fat Eye Pencil. Comes with its own sharpener. It's great. It's even doing all right. Like, I better not jinx it, but it's even doing all right on top of this Benny Aqua. That's what we're gonna do, just lines. One of my eyes is gonna be a big fat black musical note. I wish I knew the names of all of them. I'd love to read music. I've been close sometimes at, you know, learning how to do it, but I'd love to read, you know, just read books and stuff. People read books. You know, I got almost all the way through Stephen Cantor's Ball of Fire, Lucille Ball biography, and I read one of my ghost books. Because I collect ghost story books when we go on our vacations and stuff. They always have a ghost story book wherever you go. If you pull your skin tight, it will be helpful in getting that line on a little smoother. So right here, I think I'm gonna put my black musical note on that eye. It's gonna kind of surround the eye. I'm gonna have a treble clef going on. Have a liquid liner or a precision pen on standby, or do your lines with this. It'll work better than a pencil. Like I said, it's hard to draw with a pencil on the Ben Nye Aqua for whatever reason. I think it's because it dries kind of like a powder, and just the dryness against the pencil, it kind of doesn't go on real smooth unless you have a really dark, like creamy pencil. I was having trouble over here, so I just got my precision liner and went over it with the precision liner, or not my liquid liner, and that fixed that. I had to go off camera and fix a little bit because over here I had it kind of droopy going down more, and over here it's up more, so the line wasn't going to be very straight as usual. So, you know, I can't do the straight lines. I've told you that before, but yeah, so I just kind of fixed it so that I could have an even line, more even line down here. All right, there it is. So we're starting to look like this piece of sheet music, and that was what the plan was. And I just used this piece of music here to pick out what notes I'm going to do. I always have a treble clef. I have to have a treble clef. I want to bring the lines in that are on the end. I want to bring them kind of in a little bit, just so that it's not behind my wig. Okay, so I'm going to have a line here going down and a line on this side. Those lines are a lot easier because my face is not all curvy and stuff right there. The lines were a little bit of work to get them just the way I wanted to. So in this picture I had one eye that was, this is going to be my treble clef. I'll do all the fancy stuff on your side so you can see it. There we go. Just like we're getting a face painting at the fair. So the treble clef is the hardest one because it's like you gotta, I don't know why, it is. After that, it's smooth sailing. So I'm just gonna do this eye here. I just did that off camera. It's just, with the aqua, it takes a while with the pencil, and that's what I'm working with here. But it's just one of those little round notes right around that eye. On the nose, I do one of these. Straight line. It looks pretty straight. Thank goodness. And then I'm going to do one of those little fellas. Then on the other eye, I also lined my waterline with the black pencil. Yeah, last time on the other eye, I did just like this eye, but with the straight line. I wish I knew what the name of the notes were. I really don't. There's like B flat and I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna draw them and you'll know what they are probably. Any of you that can read music out there. I don't know the names of the notes. I'm just like, you know, the one with the line on it. The one with the line and the empty circle at the bottom. Empty circle at the bottom. That's gonna be the nose. Now we're going to do a closed circle with the little flag at the top. I think I'm going to do that one up here on my other eye. The eyes just look good when you do the closed notes, like the ones that are filled in with black. And then that two eyes kind of match that way, and it looks really good. So I've blacked my other eye just like I did this one. This one's just going to have the cute little flag on it. So it's the one with the closed black bottom and the cute little flag coming up is what I want to do with this one. Last time I just did a straight line. I want to read music. There's so many things I want to do in life. I want to learn like 5 languages. I want to read music. Well, we'll see. I'm going to line my waterline with black. I did that on the other side too. And then I'm done. You need to kind of have a sharp pencil for these notes because they don't have a big old fat line. It's just a skinny little line. I'm not doing a very good job of that. I can confirm that my sharpener definitely was the problem. See that little note coming up? Cute. Now I have bangs on my wig, so I don't know. I'm gonna try and make this show as much as possible. Gotta have these around because you're gonna have to clean up some lines. There's a little thing I like to do right here. A little note that I like to put there because I think it goes really well there. And I'm gonna draw this with my liquid liner. There it is, that little squiggly thing. It's some kind of a note, maybe a rest. That's it. It looks totally cute in that little spot right there. Over on this side, I think I'll do the one that looks like an ear. You know what I'm talking about. All you musicians out there, don't make fun of me. I'm doing it a little different than I did it last time. Testing my skills. Might want to get out my liquid liner. My light's acting like a strobe light right now. Whereas last time I did this, I wasn't making a video. So it's kind of intricate to try and do it and make a video at the same time. Lots of little details that you know, sometimes I watch these people doing these videos and talking at the same time and I'm like, how do you do it? I think it just comes with practice, right? I also don't have a steady hand, so I always am holding one hand with the other. I never have. Not as long as I can remember. I've had quite a bit of caffeine today too, so that really doesn't help. For my lips, I just do black. You could do red. Red would look cute. And I don't have a black lip. I think I do have a black lipstick somewhere. I don't have it right here, so I'm just gonna fill in with the black liner. If you're doing this in the multicolor musical notes, you can do your musical notes in different colors. That'd look cool. So many things you can do. It really is versatile. It's not really expensive. I mean, just depending on what you want to get for it. If you're just getting a dress and some shoes, it's not going to cost you probably more than, you know, 40 bucks. And then some of this stuff you probably already have at home. Just going to add a couple more little musical notes. I like to make as many as possible. This little one that looks like a pound sign, I think it's the flat sign, like for B flat. I am using the liquid liner for some of these, just for, you know, goes on quicker and definitely it has staying power too. So there's that one. And I'm gonna do another open note, I think right here. There I go again, not having my pencil sharpened. And then I gotta do a piano neck, which is a lot easier than it sounds. It's easier than the face, let's just put it that way. What I'm doing now is a piano neck. I lost charge on my GoPro, but I just curled up pieces of my sheet music, stripped it, cut it into strips, curled up pieces around a pencil, and pinned it into my hair. So I've got sheet music curls, and my neck is a piano. And that's real easy, just 2 lines, one across the bottom, one across the top. You're gonna put your Midnight Aqua and Cloud White first. You're gonna draw your lines evenly apart and then put your piano keys, your black piano keys on there. So we're all set. Let's take some pictures. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you loved this unique look. It's a huge hit, especially among music fans. If it's a great hit for you, let me know in the comments down below. If you end up doing it, I'd love to know how it played out. I'd like to dedicate this episode to a friend of mine and my mom's, Yvonne Maxwell, who actually ended up passing away, I think sometime last year. I didn't even know it. I just thought she wasn't on Facebook anymore. But something about Yvonne is that she was one of my mom's karaoke friends, and she loved this costume so much that she did it for a work Halloween party or something, and they had their work contest. She ended up winning the contest with this look, so it must be pretty cool. I think it's fun and it's easy to do. So many ways you can do it. You don't have to spend a fortune to create this look. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the video. There's going to be a lot more coming up, and in October I'll be doing 2 costumes every week. That does it for today's episode. I'll see you next time.